Hello, everyone. This is my banana pudding, or what I call banana pudding. You do ripe bananas. So I have a half a cup of sugar with about 3 bananas. I use the riper ones because they're a little more mushy and softer, so I can blend them really good with the sugar. And then I use mascarpone after. So with this recipe, I have 16 ounces of mascarpone. Now, if you rather use cream cheese, you can. It's the same amount. So you would use 16 ounces of cream cheese. But if you're going to use cream cheese, I suggest you doing a cup of sugar instead of a half a cup of sugar. Once we get all that in there, we're going to blend everything together until it's smooth. You want to make sure, even if you're doing cream cheese, that everything's blended well and smooth. As you can see here, all of it's incorporated and it doesn't look like we have any chunks. And then we're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla. You can add a little bit more if you like. It depends on what you prefer for taste. I would taste test it now once it's all blended and see if you like it. If you want to add a little bit more vanilla, you can. And then we add our 2 cups of heavy cream. Some people do the cream first. I do it last because I think it blends better. And I'm going to have this mixer on until it gets really thick. These are 2 cups. And be careful if you're using whichever mixer you're using, whether it's a standing mixer or a hand mixer. You're going to want to start slow first, because let me tell you, when it splashes out, you don't want to have to clean up your counters and your backsplash and everything else. It's kind of a pain. So then we just increase our speed so that it whips it faster, so we can get that nice thick consistency. Now you can see here how thick it is. You can see it's gathering on the sides of the bowl. So now our cream is finished. Now all we have to do is start assembling our banana pudding. I use quart containers for my banana pudding because they're more personal sized ones. You can do it in a cake pan if you want, or in a tall glass. The sky's the limit. So I usually do 1 layer of cream first because I feel like it goes together better. You can put wafers in the bottom first. I did that in the beginning, but I find that it goes better if you do the cream first because the wafers have something to stick into. And then also when you get to the bottom, you don't just have this void of just wafers. So this recipe made 5 quart containers. So if you want to make more, I would suggest just doing a double batch like I did. And then you can just make another batch up and do more if you want to. So now I just break them apart. I break up the little wafers because they just fit better in these containers. Now, if you're going to put this in like a cake pan, you can do just a 1 layer of these wafers. You don't have to, break them up if you don't want to. And I usually use a glove because it gets a little messy. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. You can wash your hands in between, but from crumbling up the wafers and touching the bananas, your hands get a little messy. All right, now I got my wafers. I got to open my bananas. And you can see that they're on the green side because I like to slice up the ones that aren't so ripe so they're a little more dense. They're not like so mushy. It's up to you what you want to do. I like to use the riper ones for in the cream because they just blend better. For the 5 containers, I use like 4 bananas that I slice up. I like to slice up a couple and then see how much, I use, and then I can judge how much more to cut up. It's up to you what you want to do. I mean, if you cut up too much, you can just have banana slices. All right, doing my layer of bananas, or like my little niece likes to call nanas. All right, and now once I have the bananas in there, we're going to start with our next layer, which is going to be our cream again. And then it will be our wafers and banana slices. There we go. And there's no wrong or right amount of vanilla wafers, cream, or banana slices. You make it your own. You put what you like in it. How thick you want to make your layers is entirely up to you. I've also added other fruit to these too. I've done the banana cream the same way and just added some blueberries in with the banana slices. You can do other fruit if you want. You can even, if you have like really ripe strawberries, you could throw those in with the bananas when you make the cream. It's entirely up to you. Or even when you're finished, like I do cream on top, but if you're doing a cake pan with this, you can always, the top layer, put other fruit on it and make it pretty. All right, so we're finishing up with cream on top. This is going to be the last layer to put on. And you can see that that cream that I made is perfect for 5 containers. And these are quart containers. So now once this is finished, I'm just going to throw them in the fridge. And then we can have these for the week. So it's nice to come home from work, have a little snack. And yes, it has fruit in it. I know it's not totally healthy, but it is a nice snack for in the summertime because it's not hot and it's not very heavy. It's more light. Now I just need my lids. And you can see my cat Curb following me there in the corner. He knows I made cream, so he wants a little taste. And yes, he likes his banana cream. It's kind of funny, but the whole time I'm making it, he'll be yelling at me, going, "Hey, Ma, I want some." All right, and now all the lids are pretty much on and ready to go in the fridge. So I hope you guys like this video of my banana pudding, my version of it. So I hope you guys try it out. And when you do, please leave pictures in the comments so I can see your version of the banana pudding.